Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Next Level Motivation Live. Come on in. I want to welcome you today, whenever you're watching this. I want to welcome you guys. We're now continuing the journey. Next Level Motivation, Principles for Living Life to the Fullness. I want to welcome you guys, everybody, this morning. How are you doing this morning? As you're checking, as you come on, give me one word as to how you feel about today. What is your outlook on today? Check in. That is your check-in. Instead of a thumbs up, instead of a happy face, give me a word to describe how you're feeling about today. So let's go ahead and check in from there, all right? My word for today is optimistic. I'm feeling very optimistic about today. You know, I wake up with a mindset and truly believe that today people are going to do things well for me today. Today I'm going to be blessed today. Today I'm going to discover something that was not discovered yesterday. Today I'm going to meet somebody that I need to meet today to help me go to my next level. Today, the world, the life, the universe, anything and everything around me today is lining up to help me move forward in my life. What is your expectation for today? Type a word today. What do you describe your day as today? What is your outlook on today? So type one word. That's your check-in for today. One word as to how you're feeling right now at this very present moment. Go ahead and type that in. I'll kind of read them as you guys post them up there. I want to say good morning to everybody on Instagram. Good morning to everybody on Facebook as well. Here we are in our journey. Next Level Motivation, Principles for Living Life to the Fullness. Okay, this is our journey. We're on number 21. Can you believe it? Time flies. If you have not been a part of these, just know, who's it? Carla said humble this morning. Very, very good. If you have not, just know all these videos I upload on YouTube, and actually we title them based off of kind of what the summary of the message is. Because a lot of times when I come on, I don't know exactly what we're going to talk about. I know I am going to read some of the book, but then I just share what I'm inspired to share. Dory said hopeful, wonderful. And so again, I thank you guys for being a part of this. My desire is that these things, that these sessions, this connection moment, this point, this time where you stop, this present moment, where you allow this moment to be a gift for you, that it gives you something to think about, something to feel, something to think, something to aspire to, something to overcome, and some type of direction. So I want to welcome you guys. We're now, as I said, we were at the end of chapter 3. We were just in the question section. It seems like you'll see the last couple of days we've just been in the questions. And that's the power of questions. See, when you ask yourself a question, your brain automatically comes up with an answer. But here's the thing. Sometimes the answer comes up with is not always the one that best serves you. So if you're walking through your life and you don't know why something is happening, if you don't know the purpose of something, and you ask yourself a question, like let's say you're not having a good day at work. Let's say you're not having a good day on your job, or you're not having a good day in your relationship, or you're not having a good day in your finance. You're like, man, why is this always happening to me? If you say that, if you ask yourself that question, especially in that way, your mind is going to come up with an answer. And here's what's reality. The facts and research says this. That answer comes up with may not always be the right one. It may not be one that serves you. It may not be one that supports you, but it's always going to come up with something. And how many of you guys know sometimes that answer when you ask yourself that question, what's wrong with me? Why does somebody always keep cheating on me? Or why are these people unfaithful? Or why are they always acting a fool? Or why is this always happening? Why I keep getting fired? Why I keep getting let go? Why people keep treating me this way? Then what's going to happen? Your mind's going to come up with something, and here's some of the things it may say. Well, because you're not anything, because your mom wasn't this, your dad wasn't that, because you'll never have this, you'll never have that, you're not good enough, you're this, that, and the other, everybody's against you. You ever been there before? You ever ask yourself a question, and the answer that keep coming back to you is not one that moves you forward? But have you ever asked yourself the question and you got the answer? Man, why am I going through this? You ever get the answer? Because this is here to make you stronger. Adversity is like a plane ride. Adversity in your life is like a plane ride. You see, when you get on that plane and you ride down that runway, there's some air that comes against that plane that makes that plane rattle. It makes that plane shake. And there's some times that if your first time flying or you're nervous about flying, you think, man, is this thing ever going to really take off? But do you understand that the same air that causes the resistance in the beginning, that caused the plane to rattle and shake, is the same wind, the same adversity that it requires to take that plane to its destination. You see, what's governing that moment is the law of aerodynamics, which says that it needs that wind, it needs that adversity to take that plane to his destination. So what does that mean in your life? That means the same thing that's causing you the most adversity, the same thing that's causing you the most challenge, the same thing that's causing you the most uncomfort is the same exact thing that's here as your ticket to get you where you want to go. So my question to you is, when is the last time you asked yourself, what's wrong with me? Or what's happening in this situation? And you got back the answer. Your mind provided you with the answer that, hey, this is your ticket to your next level. This is your ticket for your destination. You're on your way. The very presence of this adversity says that you're on your way, and it's right around the corner. You see, that type of mindset, you have to train yourself. That type of mindset, you got to have practice. You can't just get it one time. You can't just say it one time. You can't just do it one time. You have to be developed in it, and it has to be an ongoing thing. And as you'll know about these sessions, none of these sessions are about me doing anything for you. But it's me providing things for you and you taking it by the hand and you applying it to your life. So again, that's the power of questions, because they're going to give you answers. And it's the answer that you realize, that you become aware with, that helps you move forward. So as we're getting back in, okay, we are now finishing up last couple questions in chapter 3. Chapter 3 was called Your Design for Success. So let's go ahead with the last couple questions here. Remember, do me a favor, go ahead and share this message. If you haven't subscribed to YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the Donovin Darius YouTube page, so that way you can get all the notifications. Hit that bell so that way when I post stuff, different stuff even beyond here, you'll get that as well. We just happen to be in this book journey right now. So let's see which one. There you go. So yesterday, the last question we finished off with yesterday in chapter 3 was, I asked you, name a situation in your life where you trusted your intuition and it led to your success. And then name a time when you didn't and how it impacted you. Remember, your intuition is that internal GPS. You say, well, how do I know where I need to go? Well, what is your internal GPS telling you to do? What is it really telling you to do? Sometimes it'll tell you to do something different than what you're thinking right now, because sometimes your thinking may be foggy. Your thinking may be clouded. Your thinking may be filtered and saturated and soggy with all the infiltration of the marketing and advertising and promotion in the media that you've been hearing. So therefore, your conscious mind may be saturated and filtered with that perspective. But guess what? Your gut knows. Your intuition knows. You know what I mean? If you've been developing that, it knows what's right. If it's been developed, your intuition has been developed in love, sympathy, compassion, empathy, kindness, forgiveness, patience. If that's the foundation of your intuitive abilities, if that's the foundation of it, when it speaks, it's going to tell you what to do to help somebody else, to help you along, to help better this world, to help better your situation, to help somebody else. And so trusting your intuition. So my question was yesterday, name a situation in your life where you trusted your intuition and it led to your success. And then name a time when you didn't trust your intuition, and then also how it impacted you. I'll never forget, I was a junior coming out of college, and I was coming out of college, and it was one of those situations where I could have went pro. And I had my brother, if you don't know, I had my brothers with me in college. I'm not only a full-time student, not only a full-time athlete, not only a full-time, but I became their instant, automatic, their father, their brother, I was their brother, I was, everything, you name it, the friend, everything, instantaneously. And so I remember after my junior year in college, at the bowl game, I had a chance to think about, okay, am I going to forgo my last year, and am I going to now go and pursue the NFL? Well, instead of me just running after the NFL, that was a very powerful moment for me, because I said, you know what? I had to really trust my gut. My mind was saying, Donovan, go. Just go. You never know if this situation is going to happen again. Just go, Donovan. Listen, like if you go to the NFL and right now you can provide for your family and you can do this, that, and the other, and you can have it right now. But there was something on the inside of me that was saying, Donovan, why don't you go ahead and reach out to NFL teams first? I know the opportunity is there. You have the ability and the willpower to make the decision and just go. But something on the inside of me was saying, Donovan, reach out to NFL teams and see what they say. And so what I did is I reached out to about 5 NFL teams. I reached out and said, hey, I'm Donovin Darius, a safety at Syracuse, number 20, and I'm considering coming out this year, my junior year, and I just want to know if you saw any film on me and what you think. And so I did that. And so I waited about, a week and a half, and then out of nowhere, a couple coaches that called me and left messages on my voicemail. And so I remember the Redskins coach that said, Donovan, we've seen you on film. We think that you're a quality athlete. You're a good quality athlete. You're strong, you're fast and all this stuff. But we believe that one more year will not hurt you, but it would only enhance you. And so based off my intuitive factor of call the coach, call the coach, I got some information that I needed. And so because of me not just going by what my mind was saying, that was really based in uncertainty, right? Based in fear, right? What if I get hurt? What if I don't have a good season? What if I don't make it to the league, right? Because I trusted my internal GPS, Donovan, call a coach, get some resources, get some information, get some mentorship, get some wisdom on this situation. I decided to come back my senior year. And in coming back my senior year, not only was I consensus All-American, okay, but I also was Big East Defensive Player of the Year. I also led the country in interceptions, and I also was the first-round draft choice, first-round pick, 25th pick overall. You see, in that situation, I could have went pro. And like that coach told me, he said, Donovan, he said, you can get drafted probably, third round, even seventh round, or not even at all. And so my mind was telling me, go, run, go, now. That may be happening to you right now. You may feel the pressure to do something, to make a decision right now. Somebody else's priority, make it seem like it's your sense of urgency. Well, it don't have to be. And so in that situation, instead of just trusting what my mind was saying, that was being filtered, that was processing all this other thoughts that was not really helping me. Yeah, they can help me, but not in that moment. Because that moment that decision could have been based in fear. It could have been based in uncertainty and wasn't based in a full wealth of knowledge and understanding. So by trusting my internal GPS, by trusting the gut, call the coach, get some wisdom, and then make your decision from there. It led me to have the best season, and I truly believe it really developed me in a way that I was able to look at that moment and I was able to put a check mark into my life to say, you know what, for this, from now here moving forward, I need to be able to trust myself. You need to be able to trust yourself. You need to, instead of going around to everybody, trying to get all the information and the answers and get validation for you to do what you know to do, you need to go to yourself. You need to look yourself in the mirror. You need to listen to your internal voice, that still small voice. And as long as that still small voice, as long as that intuitive factor is based in love, compassion, empathy, forgiveness, understanding, patience, then you can trust it. But if it's based in anything else, you got to question it. And so my question to you was, hey, name a situation in life where you trusted your intuitive factors, your intuition, and how it's led to your success. And name a time when you didn't and how it impacted me. And so again, I just want you to know, man, that was a question we had yesterday. Let me see. Did anybody chime in so far? Let's see. Did anybody share their situation? Good morning, you guys. Good morning, everybody. Listen, man, you guys are blowing it up. This is awesome this morning. Thank you guys for coming on. Thanks for your feedback and all. So question number 8. Let's keep going here. What is your fondest memory of a dream you had about yourself as a child? Do you remember what you dreamt about being when you grew up, when you was to grow up? Are you living that dream? Why or why not? Now, this is a loaded question right here. This is a loaded question. What is the fondest memory of a dream that you had about yourself as a child? And do you remember what you dreamt about being when you grew up? Are you living that dream right now? Let me ask you a question right now. So here, I want you to chime in. Type a 1 if you are living a life. Okay, I would say 80%, 80 to 90%, even 100% of the life you dreamt of. Type a 1 if you are living the type of life and or doing what you thought you wanted to do when you were a child. Okay, type a 1 if you are. Type a 2 if you're not. In the comment section, put a 2. If you're not experiencing the life that you desired when you was a child or doing the thing that you dreamt about doing when you was a child, or you haven't done it already, type a 2. So go ahead and chime in there. Okay, while you're doing that and while I wait for you guys to come on, while you can't wait for it to come on, I'll let you know. So for me, I remember growing up in Camden, New Jersey on Division Street. And I remember saying, man, I'm B-Bo Jackson, baby. I'm gonna B-Bo Jackson. And I remember out there on the concrete, man, we didn't have all the grass, man. We had concrete and we had the sidewalk was the out of bounds. And so, I mean, I was putting on moves and I was doing all this stuff, and I just knew that I wanted to be in the NFL. I grew up a Philadelphia Eagle fan, fly, Eagles fly, and I just knew that I wanted to be in the NFL one day. And for me to be able to live that dream was amazing. Was it easy? No. Was it worth it? Yes. Did everything go my way? No. There was times that I questioned it? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Was it time I wanted to give up in the journey? Yes. Was there time that adversity, injuries, you know what I'm saying, failure, all this stuff happened? Yes. I told you guys about the time I was 9 years old and I went out to go Pop Warner for the Centerville Simbas, and I made the team as a Pop Warner kid, but it cost $35 to play, and we didn't have $35, so my career as a Pop Warner young kid was over before it ever started. I mean, that was pretty much deflating. And so I know the same thing be for you. There could be some situation in your life where you dreamt some stuff as a younger child, a teenager, whatever it may be, and you're not doing it right now. But here's what I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you it's never too late. It's never too late to walk into your destiny. It's never too late to walk into the very design in the very area that you desire. Maybe you just don't know the way. Maybe you just don't know the strategies. Maybe you just don't know what are the steps to take to get that. Maybe you can't perceive it. And that's why I talked about yesterday. Pretty soon here, I'm about to open up my coaching platform, where I'm going to open up personal coaching for individuals who want to be coached directly by me to work through these different strategies and solutions for their life, creating strategic plans for your life. Because I truly believe that those dreams that was given to you, oh yeah, they were given to you for a purpose. They weren't given to you just to tease you. They were given to you because guess what? There's something about it that you're here to fulfill. And it may not come out exactly the way you thought, because, hey, I thought I'd be a Philadelphia Eagle, right? I grew up watching the Eagles. But there was another plan for me, and it was to come to Jacksonville and be a Jacksonville Jaguar. And now I'm playing my roots in Jacksonville. And I got a chance to do a lot of stuff in this community as well. And so I'm here to tell you, man. I'm here to remind you. I'm here to wake you up. I'm here to basically, like I got a season. People are like, you got a seasoning called Slap Your Mama? Yes. I'm here to slap your mama and tell you, wake up, that dream is still a possibility. Because again, the very passion that you have for it, there's a reason why you have it. There's a reason why you have it. There may be somebody that's waiting for you to take a step towards it, for you to engage with, for you to connect with. There's somebody that's waiting for a call from you. There's somebody that's waiting for a letter from you. There's somebody that's waiting to read waiting to read the poem that you're supposed to write. There's somebody that's waiting to read the letter. There's somebody that's waiting to hear the song. There's somebody that's waiting to see the video. There's somebody that's waiting to hear your voice, to get your communication, to see your presence, to feel your touch, to hear your invention. There's somebody waiting for that. There's somebody waiting for that. Because your dreams have souls attached to it. You hear what I'm saying? Your dreams have souls attached to it. That means you were given your dreams specifically, tailor-made for you, because there's souls attached to it. People that you're here to impact. My dreams of being in the NFL. My dreams of being being a speaker. My dreams of being able to impact somebody, add value to someone, coach somebody through life situations. I was given that. And then I was also given the natural design to do it. Okay, I was given a natural design, and the circumstance of my life produced that. The humble beginnings I had produced the struggle that I needed to be able to empathize with somebody that's going through the struggle. You know what I mean? The situation that I had, overcoming adversity, financial, emotional, mental, spiritual, socially, everything, relational. The situation I had, they had to happen. Why? So now it prepared me naturally for the souls that I come in contact with. And so I say to you, what dreams do you have? And understand this, and have you accomplished them? Or are you walking towards them? Are you walking towards them, or are you walking backwards away from them? Because they're attached to some souls. My question to you is, when are you going to now give yourself permission to go after what you was purposed and designed here for? I can't do it. The souls that you're here to touch are the ones that you're here to touch. They're not for me. Now, I can touch them vicariously through you, but they're here specifically for you. And I want to be that catalyst. I want to help be that fuel to encourage you, to inspire you, to build you up from the inside, to say, you know what? I'm done. I'm tired of being tired of making excuses. I'm tired of being tired of listening to myself. I need to now talk to myself and tell myself what I'm going to do and get it done. Today's the day. Let it be today. There's no other better time than now. There's no other better time than now than you to take one more step. You will take one more step closer to what you were purposed here to do. I can imagine now the satisfaction. You know, I think about my grandma Marlene. And she passed away a couple years ago, man. I love you, Arlene, you know, and she's still living, you know, she's in spirit. Spirit never dies. And so she's living with me in my heart, my memory, and, you know, all the different stuff we have. But one thing about my grandma, you know, she lived in Camden and she lived in Northgate 1 apartments, and she lived by herself and everything. And I'll never forget, I used to always love going over my grandma's house, because when I would go over my grandma's house, no matter what was going around, no matter what was happening around, you know, and I would sometimes surprise her. I would come in and not let her know, and she would always leave her door unlocked, and I would knock on, and I'd be like, hey, Grandma. And if you can imagine, with the warmest smile, with the biggest grin, Grandma would put those arms out, and she'd be like, oh, my baby. And then she starts to cry every time. You know, my grandma, every time she starts crying from tears of joy, you know, and it's like she just welcomed you with open arms. Baby, go in there, go in the refrigerator and get yourself some Kool-Aid. You know that Kool-Aid, red Kool-Aid? Go get yourself some Kool-Aid. You want me to make you something? You see, Grandma always embraced with that pure love, always waiting for somebody to arrive. And I can imagine right now, there's people right now that you haven't met yet that is waiting for you to take a step forward, that's waiting for you to walk out, for you to go back and approach your dream, for you to go after the passion that was given to you, the purpose and passion that was given to you. They're just waiting, just like my grandma. They're waiting for you. They're waiting with open arms. They're waiting to, you know what I'm saying, to embrace you and to receive the love that you have for them. Receive what you overcame to get to them. They need you. You see, I needed that hug. You know what I'm saying? I needed that embrace. I needed to feel like I was important. I needed to feel like no matter what was going on in my life, that, you know what, somebody loved me irregardless of what was going on around. And my grandmom said she always needed it too. She loved it when we came to see her. She loved it when we took time out of our schedule. She loved it when we overcame what we overcame to make sure we got to see her. And no matter what we came in town to do, we always made a way to get to see her. So here's my question to you. Here's my challenge to you. Who's waiting for you? Who's waiting for you today? Who's waiting to read what you need to write? Who's waiting to answer the phone for your phone call? Who's waiting to respond to the text that you should text out? Who's waiting to watch the video that you create, the encouraging message? Who's waiting? Who's waiting to hear you say, I'm sorry? Who's waiting to hear you say, I forgive you? Who's waiting to hear you say, I love you? Not because of anything, but just because of who you are. Who's waiting to receive a flower today, a card, a letter? Who's ready to receive just the ministry of your presence? No words, just you being there. Who's waiting for that today? My question to you is, who's waiting? And what are you waiting for? Today's the day. Today's the day. My encouragement to you guys in these forums, in these sessions, remember, next level living, next level motivation, principles for living life to the fullness. Principles. A principle never change. Principles never change. I never had something negative happen out of a positive situation and mindset. And I never had something positive happen out of a negative mindset. And so therefore, when you get some principles and you live your life based off of those principles give you the positivity that you need. Those principles build a foundation that you can live your life on, and that you can have expectation, and you can have the life that you desire. Listen, my encouragement to you guys, man, may you have an awesome and a wonderful, wonderful day today. Definitely, if there's somebody you know need this message, tag them in his comments. Tag them, share it, post it, whatever it is. As I said, when I come on these messages, I don't know exactly what I'm going to say, but here's what I am doing. I'm being present, and I want to be led. I want to be led based off of what it is that people need to hear, people need to know, people need to connect with. And that's how you live your life, from the inside out. May this be the day that you take your life to the next level. Live your life to the fullness. Make sure you grab your copy, grab several copies, okay? Amazon, you can find on Amazon, Next Level Motivation Principles for Living Life to the Fullest. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow, I'm gonna come on a little bit earlier tomorrow because I'm actually heading up to Syracuse. We actually have a reunion, class of 97, 98, 99, Big East champions. So I get a chance to see a lot of my buddies. I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. And so that's all this weekend as we go against FSU. And I'll be talking to the team. I'll be talking to the coaches. I'll be talking to everybody while I'm up there. We're going to have a great time. But listen, you guys have an awesome day today, man. Hey, what's your feedback? What stood out to you today in today's session? What stood out to you today? How did today's message impact you? What did you hear today? What did you hear with your head? And what did you hear with your heart today? What did you hear today? And now what are you going to do? Listen, you guys have a wonderful day today, man. God bless you all. I love you all to life, eternal, and forever. I love you not because of anything you do, not because of what you own, what you possess, just because of who you are, a masterpiece, and my brother and my sister. So listen, you guys be blessed today. Have an awesome and wonderful day. Peace out.